I really need to get to sorting out my custom characters and all basically the custom content for this version, but that's going to be as we get to Custom Mysteries Goizo Cult. That's going to be on me and not on the mod creators, obviously, because if I'm mixing a bunch of content from like 5+ content, custom content makers, then yeah, that's to me, and that would involve me going into the ETO files and basically just redirecting a lot of thingy-majiggies. But without further ado, so if you know the character icons, you know who's coming next. I guess that'll be a little fun preview. But as we get hunted by the cult here, and we move on to Goizo, Hunted by the Cult character exclusive custom character, and we have 2 custom mysteries on our plate today. Yeah, we'll see what else we can do. We start with Insomnia. That's not the worst thing, because I think the Hospital Pass is just a bit better. Although this is pretty bad, because Reason is well, with custom events, I haven't really calculated everything, but Light, Second Mystery, Dexterity, Takashi-san, Knowledge, and maybe a Charisma check. We have 6 Strength, 6 Dexterity, 6 Perception, 5 Knowledge, 5 Charisma, but these are characters I've played before. That doesn't mean I remember them, because there are over, what? Are there actually over 100+ custom characters now, properly, or at least that I've played? There's definitely at least half as much more, but you get the point. And obviously your creation, only your imagination is the limitation to how many characters will be in World of Horror. But anywho, you know, custom character-wise. Anywho, there's something else I want. Oh yeah, if you weren't here for the timestamp, basically I just need to do a bunch of custom folder sorting if I want things to look nicer. It doesn't need to be that way, but I'm choosing that it might need to be that way, as we have Festival, Scissors, Sailors, Television, and Story. I'm stuck! Unless I want to take Sailors first and maybe get a Torch instead. That sounds like such a bad idea. Otherwise we would have had Flood, but... Wow, we would have had Flood. Okay, yeah, Nails would have been what I took if if I had Vanilla Mysteries. Unfortunately. Funny enough, I think we take Television now. You're supposed to say the last word, but I'm being safe because robots. But anywho. Not that that's the safest thing, and obviously you could say... Well, Jordan, other people get away with stuff. That doesn't mean you should do things, even if you can get away with it. There's a reason why people warn people about stuff. Anywho. And I'll leave things vague, because I need to leave things vague. Anywho. Let's grab Army Knife. This Hermit is an interesting pick, but we want the Army Knife. The Hardware Store would have been fine, too. It's been a while since I actually used the Monkey Wrench, I realized, but... I think I just started liking Army Knife just as much because it also has the... Well, we have the Hospital Pass, but we have the option select of maybe we get a hospital, or maybe we get Ward in a run. And that's all I have to say. That being said, I really need to really need to get to game dev. That wasn't the exact phrase. The exact phrase is complete what I have on my plate, but I'm having trouble with some skill settings, and that's all I should probably say, because otherwise I'll go on and on. Meanwhile, in World of Horror, we are getting tweets here and there. I no longer have an account on X. I really should reconsider that, but I've given it a thought, because if I can't even stream and or make content on other platforms, how the heck am I going to manage my social media presence? That being said, it would be a very good idea if I wanted to branch out, let's just say, towards other directions, but that's not the case. So, anywho. That being said, I was supposed to add a few events here, but I didn't, due to the nature of basically the yesterday as of the time of this video, where I basically had some... So I couldn't even get up in the morning. It was so bad that I couldn't even get up in the morning. That's why I posted when I posted, in terms of the thing. It wasn't like serious. I said it wasn't serious, but when I say I couldn't get up, I meant that I didn't feel... I wanted to be safe and just stay in bed, basically, because if I didn't think that would be a good idea to make myself even more sick, if possible. But anyway, as we continue to... I think I just mashed the center, but no, we want to go for the dexterity check. We might not get it, but let's find out. So, I think we do a couple more here, and let's find out, because I think this is the dexterity check, question mark? Yeah, hey, and we get it. I don't remember if you get anything more from this, but it makes me feel better. But now, instead of stamina damage, you take reason damage, I believe, which is an interesting branch off things. We could handcuff this as well. But I think Don't we have Ward? Why am I going crazy? Well, either way, I say we're only losing reason. We also have Insomnia on top of that, but I could opt to multiply wound here. How much damage does this do? Let me just check. 28 HP, 4 damage for 2 stamina. But if we're losing too much reason because of it, I would rather lose stamina in the meanwhile. Now I could go for a gamble here. I guess I might as well. So the gamble is we do this, we basically lost 2 all plus 2 stamina, but again, I'd rather lose stamina than more reason here. And away we go. So yeah, that's still ending B. And not every ending can be a happy ending for ending A, basically, as we lose Bath. We did lose Bath, right? I think I just saw that. Ugh. Fine. Quick thinking, funny enough. And then I'm using the army knife, but I'm taking strength. Because bracing. Let me just make sure. Yeah, Festival, Scissors. At some point, we do want to go into story, but we'll take Scissors now and humor it. We should be able to survive. Well, yeah, we should be able to survive. I don't want to take the Scissors. Electricity triangle. Upside down triangle. But we'll see. We'll see what actually happens. Because if we get too hurt here, we could actually just end up dying. And I think the scaling is when the scaling for doing more damage with multiply wound happens when your stamina is a lot lower. But if I wanted to be safe, I should have taken Festival first and then take story. But then that would mean I have to take Scissors 4th or 5th, and I don't want to do that either. So we should be able to guarantee this. Can I even get away with that? No. So we just do this instead. Why did I do prep? This should be 15 damage guaranteed. The wooden bat does give you a lot of bonus damage, but that assumes... Never mind, it's sharp here. I'm going absolutely insane. The Scissor Lady definitely takes bonus damage from blunt, which the Monkey Wrench does wonders for, but... Yeah, anywho. That's... okay. Well, I'll remember that. If I lost stamina for taking the other decision, though, that would not have been great. That being said, now we one-shot this too, thankfully. How much experience do we get? Quite a lot, actually. But anywho, the worry is the Scissor Lady here. We can brace into range, I think, but we'll see. So, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we should be able to brace into range, so we're just going to do this twice. I could humor multiply. You know what? Yeah, let's humor. Because either way, we get out, unless this does like 3 stamina damage to me. We do 5 damage at 3 stamina, unless it calculates from how low your stamina is, which would be really weird. But you would die if otherwise, so... yeah, let's just take our free out. I could have gambled on something like this, but 64%, relatively 74% each is not very... I don't feel comfortable with that. Now that being said, we're moving into Festival or Story, sorry, because I want to take care of those enemies first. We lost Bath. But we probably need a rest here anyway. We want to take Story first, because 4th Mystery Scaling. And to remind people, oh my goodness, the thing... Okay, so I think... audio stuff, but let's rest here so we don't die. I know we have Goizo, we rest here anyway. Or we die. And we might as well get all our rest done now, because if nothing else, it could be worse when we get the Fetid Fumes. Which means we should rest now. Now 44% doom on our 3rd mystery with Colt, and we have Festival remaining is not bad. This, on the other hand, I think we have another human enemy later on, so we can take this to the face, kind of. Can we gamble? It's not a great gamble. Pretty much 50-50 here. I'm just gonna do this. I should be able to brace relatively comfortably. I could also gamble on this. Yeah, we might as well. If we're gonna lose -2 all anyway because of bad decisions, I might as well just do that. And yeah, now we're in a lot of pain. So, I might actually... Yeah, we're definitely gonna heal stamina now, because now we have first aid. So, hey, Insomnia. Insomnia, well, you probably lose just... Well, actually, you probably heal more through first aid than Insomnia, unless you never get it, but... We didn't get the katana, sadly, so oof my stamina. We're actually gonna visit this doctor's office to grab painkillers. And we don't actually need the hospital pass, but we will for sailors when we want to throw items away. So yeah, there's a double use to hospital pass. It's a separate use, but hey. Do I just want to handcuff this, by the way? I probably do. Let's go for it. Okay, good. Pretty much those handcuffs gave me 2 reason and 20 experience. But we have to fight, oh, well, the Inspiring Model next. Do we get out in... We are on Goizo, so the point is to run when we don't want to take a lot of damage, which I'm going to do here. And I forgot my second encounter check, but I guess we'll see. I'm pretty sure it might have actually been the boss of television. But hey, this should be... Oh, it's not. Well... Even if I could brace, I don't think... Yeah, that wouldn't even get... I can't even brace into Sever, so... Boo-hoo. We are going to do this, so we don't lose as much resources. As odd as that sounds to say. And then we forget the spell so we can take Reason. Now we have a bunch of Reason and no stamina, so we're going to visit the tree next. There's flashbacks, and there's fungal growth. So 4 Doom for 2 stamina. I mean, we are resting for 5 Doom and healing 2 stamina, 2 Reason. So, hey. Funny enough, we take Reason. Yeah, basically now we want to take Reason damage. That's the end of the sentence. I think this is the boss, right? Now, it's not great here either, but we don't really have much else we can do, so I guess we just take this in the face. Yeah, we just take this in the face. So 4 all to the face, or 3 all if I decide to brace, but we can't really get anything for bracing, so we just take it all in the face. And then we do Desperate, Prep Strong, and we should be good. This mystery is rough, basically. Now, if I had more stamina healing, I would not feel so bad, but we do, because pain. So, we can save this energy drink for the lighthouse. I should actually check. I don't know why I'm not checking the lighthouse for my dexterity check. We do have a dexterity check. It's right in the middle. We also have Takshisan. We don't have a second encounter check. Interesting. So, our doom is what we get. And we lost Bap. So, that would have helped earlier. Now it doesn't help as much. But we'll take it just in case. You never know. And off to Festival we go, where we get to actually rest. Somewhat fairly. But we don't want to rest too much. So, hey, who's here? Another Hermit, but it costs stamina. The Doom would be nice to have, but we're in a mess situation. If we were in a winning situation, we'd take Hermit. That sounds counterintuitive, but hey. Search the ground, get an item, get an Eldritch Amulet, which is, I think, Reason when worn. But we'll wear it when we need the Reason. Ow! Abdominal cut. That's max stamina, but could be worse. Fungal growth lowering my max Reason, I believe, so it's not so bad at the moment. But I have to try and take Reason damage instead. Now, I didn't want to take the curse. I think that one is a curse if you fail. I can't remember, but anywho. Yeah, like I just said, we want to take Reason damage. Again, First Aid does a lot of healing because you're again, like I said before, you fight a lot of enemies in a run. Anywhere from at least... Oh, I messed that up. Why did I think that this had less HP than it did? Well, hey. We should still be okay. We'll find out, though. That I didn't need to take that so much Doom damage, basically, but... If we're on Timeline B here, it's been a while since we're on Timeline B. Otherwise, I may have just forgotten my face, but... We're on Timeline A, and I'm trying to calculate in my head... Because I was doing other I was talking about other calculations before, and now I am calculations. I feel like I say like calculations. Calculations. And away we go. I could toss the energy drink, but we need that stamina, so we're going to hold out for a moment and see what else happens. Sure, the game can roll a 12, but hey. Now, we're about to die. Yeah, we just have to Witch Tree again. Oh, wait, we already Witch Treed. I'm going absolutely insane. We do have Hot Bath. I guess we rest once here. Otherwise, we die. His stamina, most likely. Our Doom is shooting up through the roof, but that's less of a worry. I might even want to consider... Well, one, I should have put the police patrols in the thingy, but we are also going to visit the monument. Ask for funds? Nope. That's fine for the moment. We have the Eldritch Amulet. And then we're going to level up here, but is that the best decision? Well, that's interesting. I forgot if I had the strength check, but I just want to heal stamina, so I survive now. Now we're drenched as well, but hey. Could this just be a ship? Oh, lose stamina, cool. In any other run, I would not mind losing stamina. Now I know what Future Jordan is going to put for the thumbnail. So, we lose Doom there, thankfully. And we're not going to lose too much reason, so we should be able to throw that away safely. And we are on Timeline B, so it was worth doing that. But anywho, we should be okay in this lighthouse. Unless Tachi-san slaps us like 3 times in a row. We should be perfectly fine. But I guess we should calculate now because I've messed up before. So, light, we lose 3 reason. Do we have the charisma check actually? Ooh, I just realized. Okay, no we don't, thankfully. Dexterity, unless we have some kind of reason lowering. We do, it will be insomnia, but you get the point. Dexterity and knowledge, but we have dexterity when we drink this energy drink. For the final push up this lighthouse, so very niche use, but it's a very useful use. Second mystery, then Tachi-san, then a knowledge check. And we don't have the 6th floor, so we're at a 90%. I should be able to just walk up this lighthouse, is what I'm trying to say. Period. Also, just a little quick update on me, aside from, you know, what happened yesterday. Like, I missed so many direct messages and stuff, so I have to get myself caught up on that. But, yeah, it's my current status is interesting. I'll let you know when I've confirmed things, basically. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So, we should be able to just Tatsumaki Senpu Kya Tachi-san with the power of an army knife, which is an odd imagery to bring up. I think I said that right. I said it before, and I always forget because I forget. But we should be just fine. Yeah, so we're just fine. We're gonna do a second run with this character, but that will be in the next episode when I add more events, which are actually character exclusive, but I'm planning to make them basically common events. We'll see if they actually work out because I didn't actually look at the events yet. But without further ado, if you want to help port me, if you want to say anything, you know what to do. Otherwise, I won't take up much more of your time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you later. Bye.